Hello there, folks. Today's little demo is to talk about how to take GPS information out of a Garmin GPS unit here and display it up onto the screen of a Red Lion HMI, as you're seeing right here. The other cool thing about this little demo that we're doing is that we're going to take data from the Garmin GPS unit, which is connected again into this Red Lion HMI here, and wirelessly transmit that data from this complete apparatus here through the use of a Banner wireless radio right here over to another HMI across the room over here, into which case on this one here we've got another radio here that's connected talking to that node over there, and then on this screen we're showing the same information as well. So you can see here you've got, this is the setup as the G310 master logger. We're getting the latitude information from here. We're also getting the longitude location, and I'm also right now reading across some clock pulses, although not completely accurate yet, but I've got that working on this end. All this is being powered off a little 24-volt power supply on the floor there. No big deal. But there's the, so this is one wireless, this is the master in this case, talking Modbus 45 from this HMI here over to this particular one over here. And to prove that we're actually talking to our Garmin unit here, I've got the Garmin connected into this here DB9 connector, which is RS-232, into the back of the HMI here. And if I disconnect this guy, can I do this by one hand? Hey. If I disconnect it, you'll watch the screen should time out here. There you go, indicating that I've lost my wireless communications, or not my wireless, but my communication to my Garmin. So if I go ahead and plug this guy back in, this one-handed, here we go, plug her back in, and instantly it brings it right back on the screen. We can also prove that here. Remove that again, and you'll see it time out here, and also over at the other node here, or the master I should say, you can see that it's also timed out at this point. Now the other thing I want to show you in this little demonstration, go ahead and plug this guy back in again. Well, there we go. Comes back on the screen. The other thing I can do from here is I can also send a particular number from this screen via the wireless over to the other HMI as well. So if I go over to this screen here and go ahead and kick this one in that same mode, there we go. See, the number is currently set to 0. And if I go over here and just enter the number, bring up the keypad here, enter 123, there you go, and that's what's being seen over here. Now the other part of this apparatus that we're going to do for this application is that our goal is to have all of this. We're going to, instead of using the HMI, we're going to use the Data Station Plus right here to be our protocol converter. So we're taking RS-232 out of here, and this over here. Taking RS-232 data out of here, following the NEMA 0183 standard. It's going into an RS-232 port on the Red Lion box here. Through the Red Lion box, we're converting that protocol to Modbus 45, and we're sending that out through the RS-45 port from here. And then from that point, we're coming into our wireless radio here, which is then transmitting across the room to the other table. The goal here is that all of this apparatus is going to be mounted in vehicles that are traveling, ATV vehicles, if you will, that are taking data from all over some land we're going to be scouring. So an example would be, like in this box right here, we would actually have the data station mounted inside a box like this with some analog points all connected into a wireless radio here from Red Lion, and then this would then be mounted on the ATV vehicle that would transfer around. Anyway, I just thought I'd show that off today, a little cool little video. Talking to a Garmin GPS, communicating to a Red Lion HMI product or Data Station Plus, and then that information is all being transmitted from here wirelessly over to the master data logger over there, which let's go ahead and get back our coordinates here. Oh, this button. And so there's our coordinates. If we were to move our GPS, you'll see the numbers actually change. Let me move it across the room here. So I'll move it right there. So I got this long cable that kind of comes with the Garmin unit. It just shows the values change accordingly here. So anyway, kind of a neat little installation or a little project we got going on, and should be a pretty cool project. If you got any questions, consult your local Banner representative or Red Lion rep as well. Thanks a lot.